Hello you beautiful people, it's Liquid here giving you a warm welcome back or to the channel. As always, I hope you're doing fantastic wherever this video finds you today. Now, we're in the F35B Lightning mod, however we're not doing a video on that today. You can see we're also on the deck of the HMS Queen Elizabeth, one of the UK's aircraft carriers. Now, it's very easy for us to take off and land on the HMS QE carrier, especially in the F35B. But what about aircraft that aren't designed to land on an aircraft carrier? Now this is something I've never done in DCS, and rather than do it online and potentially ruin somebody's day who spent the past 10 minutes configuring their aircraft ready for takeoff, I thought it was best to attempt this offline in the safety of my own mission. So we're going to be taking 5 aircraft and attempting to land them on this aircraft carrier. Now we could have done it with the larger United States aircraft carriers, but I figure I'd see just how badly wrong each of these landings can go. So without further ado, let's see what chaos awaits us. First, let's leave behind the deck. Let's clear the deck. And away we go. So our first aircraft is the MB339. Just going to deploy the air brakes to bleed some speed. It's really, I don't know why this is a good idea, but I'm going to go full flat, push the nose a little bit. I'm going to trim a little bit down. Keep the air brakes out, start to bring in a little bit of throttle. I don't want to be thonking it on the deck. He's a little bit shaky, but we are stable. That nose up a little bit more. Keeping those air brakes out. Keeping those air brakes out. Get the nose up. Get the nose up. Okay, throttle reduced, full brakes. Ah! Okay, we're on the turn. Nose coming up because we deployed the flaps, that's okay. Around below 300, looking around 250 kilometers at the moment. Hold that steady on the turn. I keep the air brakes out and just use the power of the engine to keep us stable. That's around 250 kilometers. And trim that nose up a little bit. Like, this is a bit of a daft experiment, but I still want to try and land as smoothly as possible. You can see by the pattern behind the boat in the water, I guess the wake of the boat, even though I couldn't see the boat there because of my canopy rail. We are on course. The waves, there we go, the waves that the boat leaves behind. Bit more power. Now this is a bit more of an easier one than the MB339. Because we do have the ability of the parachute. And the brakes are pretty decent on the SU-25. But we are nice and stable. Keep that nose up a little bit more. And as we approach the deck, I'll start reducing power. And idle. Parachute and full brakes. I don't know what happened to my FPS there, but wow. Oh, can someone tell me where we're going backwards? It's the parachute. Drop the parachute. Ah, yes. Oh, my FPS when I landed there. Okay. Well, we did successfully land. I did forget to drop the parachute, but we successfully landed without going off the end of the ski jump. That's what counts. So that's one success. One failure, one success. Let's go to the next one. Now, I could have chosen a smaller warbird, but I think the smaller ones you can land so slowly, it might have been a little bit easier. So I figured, why don't we go with a Mosquito? I really should fly the Mosquito more. I should fly the Warbirds more, to be honest. There's so many more things I should do in DCS. But here we are trying to land things on aircraft carriers that shouldn't be landed on. We're getting a little bit low here. Now, I did say we were getting a little bit low and I'm still not doing anything about it. A bit more power. Sorry that I'm so quiet on this one. I am concentrating so much you would not believe. I don't know what's happening. My FPS is taking such a dive right now. We're going a little bit sideways. Okay, I don't know what is going on with the FPS when I'm touching down. On the F-35 taking off, it was fine. I don't know if it's since the last DCS update, but as you can see, that was rough. And this FPS is very choppy. So our third aircraft is the MiG-19. I was going to try it with the MiG-29, but I thought, you know what, why don't we use something a little bit more retro? I need a little bit less airspeed. We can drop the gear in the flaps. That's going to push the nose up a little bit, but that's okay. is going to be, I think, a particularly challenging one. Oh, okay. That's a fail. That's an absolute epic fail. We're So the fifth and final contender is the L39. And I can't even see the aircraft camera. You can see visibility is going to be a bit of an issue here. After our epic fail in the MiG-29. Actually drop the nose so I can see where we are. I go air brakes out. And flaps down as the speed starts to drop off. Now the L39 has such a long spin up time that I do want to try and maintain a little bit of engine in there. Well, a little bit of engine power, should I say, a little bit of engine in there. Also off center here. I think we're going to be going off the end here. I genuinely do. And the FPS is gone again. As soon as we clear the deck, the FPS comes back. So I don't think there was any way we were going to be touching down the L39 on the deck there. I will give it one more attempt though. I do think my air brakes are damaged because I can't get them to go back in. This is going to be the disastrous end to the video because this has gone so much... so much has gone correct and well so far, hasn't it? I was hoping to have more successes than failings, to be honest. Gear handle down. Landing flaps are selected, but flaps have stayed neutral. Okay. Judging by the fact that we have 3 red and no flaps, let's see how well this is going to go. Now, how much FPS are we going to have by the time we hit the deck as well? It's an emergency. It's an emergency. Whatever landing gear we have, brace for impact. Oh my god! We bounced! Ah. So there we go then, some rather unsuccessful attempts and some FPS issues with the QE mod. Now, I don't have any issues using the F35B mod with it, so I'm not really sure what that is. It just seems to be certain modules of an issue. But as we come back towards the carrier on an aircraft that can do it much easier than what we've done today, hopefully you have found it slightly entertaining, if a little bit chaotic, and we got our big explosion at the end. So I really do appreciate you watching, and thank you so much for doing so. And as we approach the deck in the F35B, where we started this video from, I just want to say a massive thanks to you for watching. Thank you so much. And I will catch you in the next video. But until then, this is LIKWID, signing off.